Again, something else to do to worry about. You know, that's sort of a that's sort of a that's sort of
Yeah, right. I see. Goliath. This late game, guaranteed. You know, one of those games where it's like, well, if this goes past 30 minutes, they probably won. I always hate that because I feel like the younger team just can't play an entire game perfectly under that kind of.
You're gonna make a mistake. The boy gets farm, and you're in trouble.
And you've got, like, again, we've got 3 players from Adroit that there's pretty much no background.
Yeah, they've all played for me about one team, and that's about it. Yeah.
And of course, the other part of the slot, similar to what the root of the OD that was banned out, you're gonna have that big juicy Abaddon. You know, if a fight starts going bad for EG, suddenly Mac's gonna have a bazillion essence shift stack.
I do like Ramsey's changed his mount. What? Ramsey's had the spider-ish mount. Have you seen that one?
The spider mount?
I say spider because it just has extra legs.
What the hell?
It's got 6 blades or something. It's really weird. It's a little freaky.
I was getting some of the EG lads.
Grant, you pulling it up for me?
Checking it out.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
Oh. Nothing gonna come of this.
Arrow.
Oh, maybe, actually, indeed, with the blood right down, he's in a whole world of trouble. They're blocking him off with the illusion. This should be a first blood for Boomy.
Oh, I forgot one more thing. Shadow Demon super good versus a bad. Oh, there it is.
It's on my screen. You guys can see it. We'll bring it up later. It's real weird. Yeah.
But that was the cosmetic game of EG. Check out that headpiece on Arteezy. That. I like to play a lot of Void. I wouldn't. That's an expensive piece. I think that's about. I think it's about $400 at the moment. The perceptions of the Eternal Mind, but he knows how to put good artwork.
What they do? End up getting first blood, and now bottom. They're trading hits again. See you later. Crit goes down, and we've almost got a killer on this Mirana already.
Great way to start. Extra bit of gold, and EG already getting heavily pressed on the bottom lane. And a lot of space to the Bloodseeker, and already Boomy. He's feeling himself. He's straight up top. He wants to start making plays all over the map.
And you brought up, they don't have like the complete better late game, but I'd still say Ember Void is probably better than Slark Bloodseeker, right?
Yeah.
Like once you get there.
Yeah, I'm okay. Like, you don't have to have better late game as the junior teams. But
completely.
Just don't be like, all right, this is a Drill Ranger all-in strat, guys. Like, oh no.
Make it happen.
And it's always that feeling, right? There's a Chronosphere, there's 2 melee cores. Chances are you're gonna find a fight where you get both inside the Chrono.
Yeah, give yourself forgiveness in your life. Don't expect like those perfect games out of your draft where if you screw up one team fight, then it feels like the game's over. Shadow Demon's really good versus the bad, by the way, because your illusions have the passive, So you create 2 illusions up the bat, and you almost instantly silence it. And then a great way to just dismantle him in a team fight. It means he always feels the pressure to use athletic on himself.
I mean, yeah, you're right. It's disgusting to play against him. Ramses, he's got to be better
mid
right
lane
now.
back. It's okay.
I bet needed to step at that pressure. As you can see so far, Mac's been playing the lane very nicely. He's getting that lead in the CS and showing why this matchup is considered slightly favored towards the slot.
So the problem in this matchup before when we saw was the fact that the reason it went towards the Ember Spirit, pretty sure the Slark screwed something up, but you can't get rid of the Vanguard, right? As soon as it gets to level 2, you can't get rid of it. So while yes, you can trade stats with the Ember Spirit, if he has Flame Guard out, you may not actually win the man fight.
Drawing there. 2-0, up in the gold lead. Obviously, 10 doesn't really do much. We went for the headdress first and just has a little creep. Droid.
Not anymore.
More arrowed immediately. That bottle first feeling soaked from Marana. Bottom, we are going to see his last range. He's going to take a little bit of damage, double silence, but we'll just run from him.
I mean, for the harassment that has been, Ramses is still able to get at least a good trade of farm with. Now, assuming both of them pretty much even on CS, especially Ramses having this creep wave coming in nice and close towards his tower.
Oh yeah, Mac is really taking his odds in this game. As long as he doesn't screw up and die, he's doing really well for himself in CS.
He's had, I think, 2 or 3 styles being sprayed out to him, but it's paying off. Yeah, that CS difference. Warranting the extra regen that he's keeping himself topped up with.
And you go this build when you really just want to dominate 1v1 matchups, the 2 levels and Essence Shift.
Especially versus.
Yeah, the extra 15 seconds is massive. Because it builds up so much. You just can't be out of lane long for it to reset.
Yeah, 4-minute rune. He gets who's there. Marana bottles it up, refills it full with an invis, and so could do something with that.
Yeah, keeping most of the focus on the top lane with me at the moment. Still looking for that setup from the Sand King, so we can snipe someone and just mess around with the way the Fly's trying to regain control of the lane. There's the setup, but a little off with the timing. Doesn't quite match out easy.
And he tried to stop the pull there, but he couldn't. Fly still gets it up. But now he does. Pulls it up.
I mean, Mac just he goes in. I think that was sort of maybe even the 4th salve. But look at this. As soon as he's working with the timing perfectly, he knows where the Flame Guard's gone. You've got to consider how much essence he has stacked up, and I bet he's struggling to play against it. Mac, we saw in the pick, he knew exactly what he wanted from this matchup, and he's playing it perfectly.
Boombox. Yeah. Got a little lucky that Arteezy didn't manage to get a bash at any point in time. He was pretty low there.
He still isn't getting any bashes, and he's saving. Oh, he's gonna deny.
Oh, did he pick it up? Oh, no, Bonk. He could have grabbed it.
He could have. Now
he could have grabbed it. He's not even gonna get it.
The
the setup there. I bet needed that. A free kill delivered to the mid lane.
Arteezy chased that kill for so long, and Abed just collected it.
Yoink.
I mean, it's yeah, he's having a tough time, mid. He needs those kills. He's taking those, no questions asked.
Well, he takes the gold lead there. Deny a bounty. I mean, they deny a full bounty that was guaranteed to the Radiant and then get a kill. A little bit of a mistake there from the Saint King Marana.
Yeah, and we're just getting greedy, hoping that Marana was going to be able to refill the ball, but man, that cost you a bounty, Red.
And I love it though. The Marana goes instantly down bottom just to arrow the catapult. Get through, make sure they can't push that wave in. Yeah, you got a Shadow Demon and Marana roaming together, and they're heading towards middle, but Abed's obviously in the jungle right now. He's heading back middle.
He's going to be the new focus. They'll turn straight towards it. Setups there. And Matt comes in as well to grab an extra bit of that permanent shift. Excellent for the Slark. His game continues to be totally unfazed. 22-18 in this mid lane. There's now Boomy. Won't quite be taken down there by Abed's attempt with the Slaughter Fist.
Don't where you are.
Boomy tanked tower shots to keep the siege wagon alive. That is one of those fine lines that Reno dead.
Has he got the damage?
One bash is what's needed.
He needs one bark strike, and that might get him out there. In fact, if he pops the creeps, he tried to. Whoa, be careful there,
Easy
RTZ.
there.
That was on both for the creeps. He may have just been dead. But he isn't. On the plus, though, Natsumi's. He's going to be speeding around now, thanks to RTZ being low for a little bit.
They pop the shot. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he had a few seconds of glory of easy CS.
You ever think, like, never...
What were you going to say?
No, I'm not gonna go.
Were you going to say something rude?
No, I was gonna say, like, have you ever, wanted to taste blood?
I mean,
Like a blood
yeah, but you know,
vampire?
everyone's tasted blood. You've had a wound and you've licked it, haven't you?
Especially this guy, because he gets ruptured up. Blood Seeker wants him.
So, yeah, boom, he's out. Fly is sort of trapped up here, but with the backup of Ramses, they are going to get forced away. He's got the phase boot, so he's going to run down the interiors. In fact, he's going to continue to try and do so. Will be held back, though, by Natsumi showing his face.
So far, pretty even game. It's 4-2. Kill lead for Radiant, but
Yeah.
EG with a small gold lead. Still very even.
It's just, you know, it's all about sort of what Mac's able to do with this great
They're
start
beating
he's
Mac
had
right
made.
now.
Yeah, they find him. They lift him. They blast him.
Oh!
Does it? Oh, he got
Oh!
him hit. That AoE.
I was going to look like he was outside the range of the Revens, but he wasn't. Arbed able to snipe him off the edge of the blast.
And steal an arcane rune after that. That's huge. You get the kill on the most important hero. Get the rune. That was a nice play. As you said, I love it. Crit's like right next to him, but he's just waiting uphill. They know they don't have a ward.
And I think it's sort of like plays love that, the sort of show, you know, the game so far. Right? Mac, he's obviously a very good individual player in terms of that, but when you sort of see those
not
team
1v1,
plays, those sort
yeah.
of those mistakes, that sort of greediness where they don't account for the fact that the support could be in the neighborhood, where you sort of see those moves coming out from EG and outsmarting a drop.
Oh, and he gets a bash on Arteezy, but Sand King will get his stun stolen. The best skill you can obviously get normally. Oh, it's Rubik. It is only level 2, but Arteezy will make it out. Rupture up. Needs to be a little careful. Still ruptured. He's running. He does not care. That's a triple leap on top of him. Will they bring him down? Still going. And yeah, they do. Not much he could do right there. They're pressuring bottom, and Arteezy kind of knew he was dead.
That is going to be a tower deck taken by Evil Geniuses, and I think if they want, they could still defend. They don't have to. They could just keep pressuring bottom and also hit mid tower at the same time. But anytime you get like this kind of tower advantage, where you take a full tower and yours is still completely safe, it is it's like a really big momentum shift. Right, because then you're either able to move like Ramses up to the top lane, protect this tower. Maybe you're able to get a lot of chip damage on mid while the mid laner is rotating. It just, all of this kind of snowballs in a way.
See, just focused. Abed pulls the creeps off middle, so the creeps will start beating into that tower, and they do defend top. Max up here, but kills. They're looking for these 10-minute runes instead, and will they get one stolen? Yep, Sand King will get one of them bottom, so we have 3-for-1 rune exchange for the Radiant. Get a little bit of that gold going their way.
The rune of regeneration.
Be all the books being bought up. So where's Mac up top? He wants to beat into that ABBA, but not much he can do with those phase boost twin lace. He's trying.
Yeah, I mean, you can take quite a bit away from Ramses here, but there's a movement coming in though from Crit. So make sure that Mac doesn't get too comfortable on this sub lane.
Waiting. Marana thought he was going to arrow that siege unit middle, but he hasn't yet. Oh, leap away.
I do like the fact that Droid don't try and force that tower against the Abaddon. I think that would have led to a bad fight, where they would have gone on the Abaddon and EG would have rotated over and like Chronosphere and won that engagement. I think it's better just to keep the Slark in the lane against Abaddon and force him out. His Evil Geniuses wants him to overcommit.
Yeah, they're playing it very, very calm. It does feel very much like they haven't really lost their game plan of last year, right? It's the same. They just do the play. They really do. They just play their 3 lanes. They farm up individually, and they straight out farm you, like as a team. And I mean, it worked a little bit more last year, so not the whole thing.
Oh, they'll get themselves grouped up to make it go on to Bog. Bog's able to get the Sandstorm and Pirate Strike with a great blood bright set of Natsumi starts the 2 of them. Arbet and straight up dead. Backups coming in for a try as they'll try. He turns with the Centaurs, taking the double kill. They're not done yet. The Chrono's up. Arteezy is going to be able to lock down Boomy. CML will be able to provide some sort of safety, at least for a little bit with the disruption. He still has the Moonlight Shadow Boomy to get himself away, as he will manage to escape there, but Fly picking up a great trade for EG. They may have lost their mid, but Fly, he'll rack up the golden XP for that with that Centaur double kill.
Yeah, no, it looked like it was just like the fight was over there, and then Crit and Fly are just there, the two supports. They really do just clean up. And then Keith and Chrono doesn't even do anything, but you still won the fight.
You got to be aware of the overlapping sandstorms. I think that was just one of those things. I don't think Reno played very good attention to like the sandstorm was stolen and that he was sitting in the AoE.
Taking so much damage.
Yeah, and Natsumi also like playing into that fight, going for the chin. Not a great idea of these sandstorm, which does so much damage.
He's hungry. He's looking for some kills. He's straight in onto Crit. Crit's got the help of Ramses, but it's not enough. Love rides down. Ramses forced to the side. He's got the ult, but
shouldn't he run?
I was going to say, he's got to be a little careful if he wants to try and heal up as much as he can whilst that old pop. Now his shield is out. He's also got the purple angel creeps to deal with. Bot. He's going to try and go for the damage with the epicenter, but the Burrow strike, he decides against going in. He says, we're out, we're stopping the fight, and they will manage to get everyone else out of there, Droid.
You get Crit, you slow him down. Obviously, top lane Arteezy's farming, but you have to play quick right now. Ezreal, you got a Bloodseeker, you've got a Sand King Piranha. You just want to be getting pickoffs everywhere, and they're trying to.
Reno. Once they get Blink Dagger, I think they'll have a decent chance of being able to force a fight around mid and taking that tower, but until that happens, I think their struggle is going to be shutting down Abed, right? Because if they don't actually kill Abed, then Abed so easily defends the tower.
He has Fate Boost Drum Bottle on this Ember. He's farming the jungle, farming bottom lane, and they're just four-man middle while Abed farms. Obviously, he can always get back. He has that remnant middle. They have a Chen as well. They can pretty much just always do 4v5. Turn it into a 5v5.
Try and start something off the back of Matt coming in with the Moonlight Shadow. Abed's quick to jump on him. He's trying to finish off Crit. Crit's able to get away. The blood fight's down. They'll lock down one. Chrono's going to be popped out. Arteezy trying to look to turn it around. They'll focus down the first Sanking at the front of it all, and now they can look to try and chase some more. Detroit, they've got to back off. They've got to be careful. Ramses, he's on up at CML. He's trapped in the trees. Arteezy jumps in, picks up the double kill. The rest of Detroit still thinking about going back in fact, with the setup there. It's not one time perfectly. The blood right was not early enough. So now Natsumi, he's put himself in a dangerous position and will pay with his life as the Bloodseeker falls. Mac's got to get out of there. Does have Pounce back up to jump across the trees, but Abed, he's still hunting. Slight and Chains will clip onto Boomy, but they won't dive in for any more. EG, though, getting a great fight sort of handed to them as a Droid try and fight in. Arteezy was ready with the Chronosphere. They're turn things around. Found by the bounty rune though. Bork, he's got a bit of a surprise for Crit as he waits there at the epicenter, takes his luck.
Damn. You rarely see that though. A droid has 10 kills, Crit is 5 of them. He's 50% of the deaths. Crit, he's one of the greediest 4 players in the game, and he is having a lot of these kind of weird deaths around the map.
Meanwhile, Fly, he's just rushing straight into the mech. Some classic Chen gameplay here. No boosts.
No need. You're gonna stand around. You don't care if you die. You're just sitting there healing. Mac will run into the Ember and the Ab up here.
He still has a lot of stats stolen, so that's... I think he's playing so aggressively because he feels really strong, but the stats will fade now. Well, stats Diffusal Blade, this will be a really big peak for that. Blink Dagger on Sand King, Diffusal Blade soon. Nothing close.
So then it's a less than 1,000 gold lead. A droid is in the lead. When do you start worrying about this Faceless Void? Or do you think you have options for him throughout the game and it's not really like, as long as your Shadow Demon is outside or something, you don't have to really worry? Or when he gets BKB, is he just a problem?
Yeah, it's about time.
BKB is definitely going to be a really big peak for Evil. That being said, I don't think it's like a droid can always win fights. in any stage of the game, it just gets significantly harder once BKBs are, because they just have like such clear damage. Level 20 is going to be another big one for RTZ as well. So they definitely, if you're a threat, you are wishing that last team fight, like ideally in the game plan, that last team fight went your way and you were able to take mid tower by now, and you'd start taking over the enemy jungle a little bit more.
Man, this is the most wards I've seen. I'm looking at the mini map, and I've seen a lot of sentries out, but there's just a lot of regular observer wards not getting countered. Almost 4 from each team are just up. It is. Oh, folks, 5 from Radiant actually. There's a lot of wards.
It's a little surprising that EG's were so successful against Slark.
It's funny because at the minor, there's like just 20 sentries on them, no observers. This game, it's actually pure observer wards. No one really caring about them few wards.
I think there's some sort of gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't touch our wards, we won't touch them.
What they try to get, they're stunned.
Oh, smoke though coming in from EG.
They're gonna be able to burst up in time. Maybe not the hand got here. Second Firebomb, he's fine. Paint out popped, and they can turn around, jump forward onto Bok. The rest of Adroit having to make a quick escape that will get everybody else far enough away.
Dude, holy shit, I'm not sure if I've seen a better timed smoke interception like that. That was the full squad rolling up just in time to say Abed. They get that fight in top lane, they're gonna get the kill on Natsumi as well.
Yeah, very quick sort of plays there from EG, but Natsumi feeling confident in the mid after seeing that whole sort of fight go down up top.
They don't realize how quick.
They play very, very quick there with that move to mid, catching out the bloods.
Now you do have Diffusal on Slark, so if you see any of those supports, he is going to be feeding a lot more than even normal. And we actually saw this at the summit. I remember Ryoya talked about it. He didn't really like the drums before Diffusal, how slow it made you on Slark. I don't know if it's like similar to this game. I feel like he does need the stats this time though, right? Like you can't just be running into a Void Ember without stats.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, especially the Ember Spirit, right? So much AoE damage when triple remnants on you.
He knew. He saw.
Fly just kept going. No cares. Has all his magic resistance. They have full lads on rampage. They have a Medallion. They've got the mag. They're getting their auras up. See, he still has that Veil blink. He's looking around.
His buskers gonna start falling off really hard.
Shadows.
To this build, no Midas, no Maelstrom. You're going drums into BKB. You are pretty much committed to win during this like BKB. I mean, it feels like because you're not gonna skip. I think that's why we see EG's just okay. They're farming what 4 different spots on the map. They know at this point after looking at the items, they're like, we just scale better.
I really need Mac to find this ward.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had a slot.
Wards, yeah, these wards have been surviving way too long.
25 damage, Talent taking on Ember, so a little bit of burst. They're moving up top.
It's under attack.
Crazy going on, yeah. How powerful do you guys think Solar Crest is, like as an item? Right in the thought.
It's not a must-build item anymore. It's a must-build for like we should have one by 35 minutes, but it's no longer a every offlaner's rush this item.
Okay. In the road, they get Medallion plus Abba. Sandstorm stole from Crit, so you can't just walk in and take an easy fight. This looks pretty road.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any intention to come over it. And I mean,
If he blood rights, maybe.
I mean, he's still hard though. Yeah. Bart's easy to sort of play on the edge. He's going to stay. Oh no!
He's under attack.
he messes with everything. He does. Like, it feels like, how do you burst someone on down here now?
It's definitely going to be tough. A lot of this has to come down to CML's positioning and fights. He has to disrupt the bad.
Silence timing again. They're going to look for Crypto.
Max trying to go in, but there's your chrono out. RTZ with the setup. The rest of EG coming in to try and finish up the kill. The stolen power strike from Crick gets him in underneath the Max Slark. Slark falls. EG starting to take pretty much every single fight in their favor now. It's proving very hard for a Droid to get the job done.
Boy, that fight was just a terrible idea. I mean, think about it. They're leading with disruption. They're only safe against Chrono's to go on a hero that has Aegis.
That's a tough kill.
You don't have Shadow Dance on foot. Like, there's just like fundamentally, there's some poor decision making in that, right?
It's tough, right? That's what we talked about. You are the super young team. You see RTZ a little bit alone, and it's just not enough. Yeah. And they're gonna lose the tier 2 tower top as well. Now the buildings are just gonna fall. There's the beak. Maybe on blood. The only problem is he doesn't have damage item with it. They're trying to put behind them.
He's sort of a nice hard silence, that's about it, but Bob, he's got a great set for that silence with the power strike. Silence out on two of them. Let's try and focus down. The champ first, go for the easy kill, now try and turn for the bigger ones. BKB's pop, they're staying on top of Ahmed. Ahmed's got no way to jump out of this. It's a double kill for Mac. EG's got to get away. They'll go for the TP out, and it's easy with the BKB up. There's nothing to cancel it through it, so he'll escape. Droid able to strike in there with a fantastic wraparound from Bob, getting that setup and causing him to lose not only the championship, losing the Arbed Ember Spirit as well. He was not prepared with Remnants to play his way out of that.
So for me, this game is a really big test for CML. You don't really get an opportunity to see how good fight positions are often. But this game, it's such a good Shadow Demon game, and there's so many little things you can do right. I think Shadow Demon is one of those heroes, Oracle is another one, where there's so many different decision-making trees that you can go down that it really shows the strength of their individual skill. This game, he needs to look for disruptions on a bed. He needs to be out of position to be able to disrupt save against Chronosphere. He also needs to be able to purge the Ember Spirit. That's going to be another one of those big ones, right? Because it takes away his flame power, and it also slows down his Remnant cast.
He got
right? The Remnant runs really slow, so it makes him much less mobile.
It's sort of as the Shadow Demon, do you expect to see him, for the most part, go for sort of that lead-in with the disruption, or do you think there is, as you say, more value to sort of hold it back and keep it defensively? Like, where's the greatest value in the most of the fights?
I mean, every fight's a little bit different, but
easy. So he whipped Sand King went down, he went up, and he just committed a chrono for nothing.
Oh.
Not even close.
I think for the most part, Owen, to answer your question, he's like the second wave in, where you want to be able to basically run in and catch the Abaddon. If you're initiating on someone, you're trying to follow that up to stop the Abaddon from saving that person with a blotting shield. But if you're being fun on, obviously he needs to be the one.
You got to get it out at least.
But yeah, like the whole point I was trying to make is the fact that this division tree is not easy, and that's why I think it's a really good showing for a 5 position.
There we have. EG has been found inside the jungle. Ramsey's trying to get himself played. My perch with CML slowing him down. They won't overextend, but they do know that there is. They wouldn't have seen Chrono Lights. They don't know.
They do not know.
They do not know there's no Chrono. They might start to figure it out if they see it not being utilized at all. They're fighting confidently around the shrine. Bot is going to be safe for now. ICML with that disruption, but they'll surround him. He take out the Sand King. Now they'll start to jump over for more. Boomy's got to leap to get himself away. As I'm sure there's definitely confusion there from Madrid. You can sort of see that they felt that, like, hang on, he's not dropping the chrono. He hasn't got it, but at the same time, they don't really want to push that up too far. What if he does, and he does still have that agent? So it's still a tricky fight. They only lose the sinking there, so all things said and done, that's not a bad disengage from the kid.
They will lose another tower. It is a 2K lead, but I feel like this next fight really matters. Because the first fight, right, they got a BKB on the Bloodseeker and they went right in. I love it. You get an item, you just take a fight, but now, I mean, you lose one fight against the Dire and they're probably just going to be taking your base at this point. They have a Chen, they have a Void, they have an Abba. You got to be very careful. Now it feels like, look at Radiance. They're stuck on this side of the map, and as a Mirana, that does not feel good.
And both Slark and Bloodseeker are kind of the same hero in 5v5 fights. They feel very weak when they're behind when it comes to the 5-man, right? Because the VG stay clustered up. Slark and Bloodseeker don't feel good about running into that ball. Right, that last fight, it was pretty much them just surrounding the Sand King.
Yeah.
Everyone was healthy on a droid, but none of them felt like they can go in and really take the engagement.
Because they just do their one thing.
Yeah, they're both kind of like assassin-type heroes that want to play the fight in and out. So that kind of overlap in what they both kind of do is a bit of a problem.
They leap, they look for the Ember, but quite quick enough.
Yeah, we'll see as well with Max Sight and build. He very much prepared, but with that Manta style, it's sort of what a must against the Void. The well-timed dilation can really ruin your game as a Slark. Top lane now, Sumi. He's going to pop the BKB. They do have a chrono if they want to try and commit it, and they will. RT's not messing around. He did. He caught the double.
Nice.
Gets himself a bit of a bonus on the edge of the map. Hang on, Pop. He's ready to jump. All of the commitment. RTZ still has the BKB ready to pop. Turns towards Pop. It's just another kill handed towards the Void. Jump in, looking for Mac. Mac able to get the shadow knocked off, but the top dilation did hit him, so he won't have any further dark packs or Panthers has already used the Manta. 4 heroes dead on a droid.
They might think about pushing your base here to this Abba Void. I'd be...
I mean, that was got a lot of questionable plays there, right? You lose 2 heroes, then Bog's still trying to make something happen, going in on that. That is not a great fight to pick. It cost them heavily, and as you guys were just mentioning, you lose a fight, you're going to take some heavy damage to the base against this lineup.
Yeah, and they're losing. They're probably going to lose a whole set of racks, I think. That's rough. And that's the thing, you pick such an aggressive lineup, and you get the first 2 kills on your Mirana, has a pretty good time, but eventually you're going to see out far. They'll lose the melee racks, but back out, keep the ranged one alive. Base the Void, 2.9k gold on our TNC. See what he wants to get.
Yeah, they're getting their level 3 ultimates and soon level 20 talents, which there are some big ones. Sabaton also has, you know, the Solar Crest Flats that he's had for a while. I think he has another item floating in, which he's gonna go pipe.
Full HUD, yeah, he's a tanky boy now.
So again, it's just like, Sabaton's a big problem, right? Oh, and you pointed out, like, it's gonna be problematic for you to be able to burst this, you know, one person down, you won't be able to chain stun him as well. And then he also becomes a problem in that concept of he plays really well against these assassin-type heroes who don't feel comfortable knowing that they can't burst somebody down, that they just can't go in, commit to somebody, knowing that they're gonna kill him because he gets so many good team fight items, right? The Vlads, the Solar Crest, and soon to be the Pipe. I mean, that's just gonna negate Sand King's entire damage. It always feels that way. You were playing Sand King, somebody picks up an early pipe, you're just like, well, that's my contribution to a team fight, just gone. And if he can't contribute to a team fight, if he can't make somebody low, then Bloodseeker doesn't feel good about taking the fight. And if Bloodseeker doesn't feel good taking the fight, then who's creating the space for the Slark to be able to do anything?
No, I mean, that's very true. No, we're not seeing the Bloodseeker.
It's over. It's over. No one. God damn.
He doesn't get to run around at all, this Bloodseeker.
No,
when have we seen him zooming around anyway?
Literally, the first BKB fight, he was just in, zoomed, they want to fight, and then that was it.
Everyone's just got HP. They're always topped up on EG's lineup now.
Good Chan. What a
Once he was a zoomer, now
There's no boomer.
boomer.
Do you guys think, I don't know, I feel weird seeing Coddle ban, not Shen ban. I feel if you're gonna ban one of the broken 5, you ban both. Not broken, I should say. The 2 best 5s, right?
Well, they're the boomers of Dota, right? They're probably are they the oldest heroes in the game?
They probably are, yeah. Chen, he's a pretty old guy.
Yeah,
Coddle, he's older than Eternity
He's probably in his,
itself.
late 40s. Coddle's like, how old's Coddle?
Wait. I heard a little Grant lore sneaking out there. So Coddle's older than Eternity itself?
I can't confirm or deny, but I can confirm that he is. So apparently I can. Oh, he got the Mirana and the Wings
Oh no!
He couldn't.
He got 2 and then he got 3. Thanks to Bot.
Goodness.
It's all falling apart for a droid.
It really is. And they'll get the middle lane, they're pressuring as well. I love it. Oh, he's gonna silence himself, as you say with these ABBA illusions though. Gotcha. It is such a cool thing, but it feels so useless late. When you're in a down game, I mean, I guess it's still good if you're ahead, but when you're down, like, it just doesn't care.
Yeah, it feels sick when you're ahead, right? Because if you're ahead, usually you're the one starting fights anyway, and then you're just able to, as a Shadow Demon with like Blink Dagger, Force Staff, like have the positioning to intercept the bat, stop him from getting a Phonic Shield off, and silence him in the fight, which makes him feel terrible. But now it's just
It's speed down there. They're going to look to take another set of racks here in the middle, and there's not much they knew. Shadow Demon could buy back in 40, and he will. So everyone's alive, and they're just going to back it up. No reason to overextend if you're dire. Full Guardian Greaves on the Chen instead.
Road channels there for the taking. Want to make their road to victory a little smoother. Adroit are going to strike back offensively though. They're going to jump in. In fact, they catch it. It's easy with the setup. Do they have a lot of solid? They haven't got a hit on the beat. The beat's out with the time. Will keep back up to 4. And now Arteezy can turn. Box trying to commit with the first strike and the epicenter. Is it enough damage? He's back in with another stun onto Arteezy. Arteezy will fall. They've killed off the void, but Matt taken out by Arbet Temper. And the rest of the drive trying their best to get out of there, but Ramsey's crit. And Arbet will kill off another CML to 4. As the buyback on bottom. Arteezy's going to buy back himself.
He knows Roche.
Yeah, the only one to go down on EG knows that they're still in an incredibly strong advantage.
That's right. I think
But if he dies now,
yes, there's a lot.
if he dies now,
I thought he literally bought back just to go and get the 8.
Oh, but
I've been taking it.
now that is his buyback. Or a die
Bad.
bomb. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Die bomb.
I never actually thought, like, not this. No, this was great.
What we got?
Go on.
here's the game-winning situation.
What's he gonna do?
Boomy comes in, takes the Aegis, then the buyback from Arteezy
Here we go.
is completely exposed.
If he does this, Grant, what would you do?
I will choke this monster.
Well, not out this.
Oh my
the TV.
god! They have a chance.
Oh.
Ramses can't go back to base to get his pipe now. He'll have to slide out like a putt, and he left it in his stash. The chicken's full.
They're
Chicken's actually full.
crumbling.
He's not gonna
And the
know.
chicken is full.
It's completely
Oh,
full.
no.
Middle barracks.
This is
You're under
the
attack.
comeback advantage. When you have too many items, put it up to the
They
courier.
can't do it.
Oh, no.
Everyone said this is the snowball meta.
They lost. Oh, they're losing right.
They didn't understand the wisdom of Ice Frog, who only allows 9 slots on a courier.
They are gonna finally bring down this other middle rack. Arteezy, no cares, has an Aegis, could just go bottom. He'll go bottom. Oh, that's a kill. I don't think you're
And that's all it needed to try though. Just the one will do it. Slot gone without buyback. Very little that Joy can pull together to build some sort of a defense now. 17k down, dying in the fountain there as Arbet styles with them. GG is called, and EG will take game 1 at the space for 3.
okay.
I mean, it looked too bad for Joy at the start, right? I guess it's another one of the fluctuations. Some great individual players, some fantastic mechanics for the lanes, but when it comes to playing the game as a team, lots of mistakes, and EG looking very, very sort of clean and sort of professional.
Yeah, and I think that it goes back to the draft, right? If you're on Radiant, you know you have the quicker God, which Chen was
And then
it?
they'll see that there wasn't even an offlane chat. My goodness, Grant, you got
it
me.
again,
You scoundrel.
You rascal. No, it's even better than rascals. The draft, which we have.
Timing, perfect. Here we go. So, where's that ban?
Rascals.
Where's that ban, Grant?
I really don't think, if you ban Coddle, just ban Chen. They're literally the only two fives that will be instantly snap pig every time. No need to leave it. But I will say, if you're going to ban Chen or Coddle, ban Coddle every
Oh,
time.
yeah, ban
If you're actually
Coddle.
deciding
Sure.
between them, get that shit out.
Yeah.
I
Evil
am
Geniuses, the last time they banned Night Stalker, Coddle, and then they banned Earthshaker is another one. And
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just because
Denying.
Morph Shaker.
Especially how big it is in SCA. They are willing to first phase. I
Yeah,
like it.
Fnatic won their
First
one
phase.
game in their
Yeah.
series, right? The second game with
Earthshaker
Earthshaker
more, first and second pick.
and they were losing a lot of that game against Alliance, and then it's just
Well,
Shake more.
the level
Has entered
20
the
is
game.
the level 20 Fisher talent on Earthshaker is like pretty insane. But then you have a Morphling who is also able to basically cast a level 20 Fisher, right?
That's the game.
Extra cast range and stuff, and like just get free 10 seconds worth of initiation.
I mean, it's easily the most
insane.
busted combo in the game. Yeah, so it's a combo that I'm sure will not be there in the next patch. Sure, that is. It might be there in sort of some shape or form, but not with this stupid 100% uptime on the morph. With the
That's twice now in the course of like a week that we've seen a team go, oh, we know how to beat that combo.
yeah, and then they do not.
And in part, it's with the Dro Ranger, and it just
Well, they banned. Okay, they're gonna ban ABBA, so they thought ABBA was a big problem. It's switched up, obviously. EG
I
at
mean,
first pick last game, and Droid has it this
and
game.
I think the ABBA, it definitely was a problem with if they want to do this the Sand King, say Shadow Demon, Mirana stuff. You know, the Abaddon was a nuisance.
Is this a snap Coddle pick? Or if you guys have first pick, are you
Yes.
taking
You gotta
Coddle?
take-
yes. No.
Okay, this is very, I mean, you talked about how we saw the Earthshaker Morphling first pick. The next game, when it got banned, they took Magnus PA in their first phase. So they take their win condition early, and Cap, you seem very upset with his no Coddle. Do you believe Coddle's that good?
Yes.
I agree.
100% believe
I
that
agree
Coddle's
with you.
that good.
I mean, EG gonna take? Do
Oh,
EG
if
know?
they
it's-
don't, I will consider them a bottom.
Okay, excellent.
Bottom 8. EG is
Bottom
getting
eight.
bottom 8 at MDL if they don't take Coddle
They've got
right
two picks
now.
to do it.
Oh,
They've
they're
got
doing
two picks to
Skywrath
do it.
Mage. They're doing
They-
Legion Sky.
They're not. Be cool.
Chill,
They're refreshing the Rolling Gods with the chop.
Bottom
Please,
8
no.
on the line for EG. Will they do it?
Well, I guess if it doesn't get banned and they pick it third, you know, technically.
Okay, you still accept that.
There's no way
Yeah.
it gets through that long.
Sure, because they're like, hey, if they didn't pick it first, maybe they're not going to pick it at all.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, last game I think EG would have felt pretty good again about getting the Abaddon as a 4 pick against their draw. So maybe like, hey, we can get a call later on against these guys.
They don't
they're
wanna
not going to ban it.
I like LLC because I think Legion Commander is. I actually think Legion Commander may be better than Abaddon. From what I've seen lately.
Okay.
She's actually a really strong hero, and you have this great saving mechanism. But I like playing LC against every single Empower hero, right? I love playing it against EA, right? She kills herself on Blade Mail really easily. I like playing against Juggernaut. It's one of the few heroes that you can actually man fight into spin, right? What are some of the other ones that you like playing?
That I personally
What do you
like
like
playing.
playing?
What are some other like mag combos?
Mag PA Mag Jug is what you already
It's
said.
already banned.
There's not many anymore. It feels like if you pick Mag,
No, I
you're
mean, well, you
taking
used
those.
to do the Troll, but Troll's
Yeah.
not really
He's
there
a dead
anymore, is he?
hero,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's sort of dumb.
There's really that's about it with the Magnus now. It feels like
Yeah, he's
range
dope.
heroes have kind of taken over the carry role.
Skywrath Mage.
They do
Nice.
Sky, as you
Wow.
said.
They were like, shit,
Ah.
guys, are we really not picking Coddle right
And
now?
they took their time to.
Dude, I'm sure that's what they're thinking. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like, are we really gonna give it to him or possibly just let it go on?
I mean, that'd be a pretty big brain right if then a draw go, aha, we're gonna grab it now as sort of the 4th pick in a draft now.
Yes, but
10
wouldn't you
seconds
just
remaining.
rather have Coddle and then not telegraph your lineup at all?
5 seconds.
And then second pick the
Shot
Magnus?
is close.
Wouldn't that be better?
But
You
Ma-
said
Ma- but
you
Ma-
picked up Magnus and said, this is what this lineup's going to be. right?
Mag.
You know, there's nobody who's like, ah, gotcha, we drafted Mag, but instead we're going gyrocopter OD, big brain style. You know, like nobody does that.
But what if they did?
Well, what if they did? Well,
Well,
if they
shut up,
win,
Grant.
if they win, you know,
Well,
they win.
then they did.
I mean, is there that much more value on getting that Magnus pairing as the second pick? Like, you do not want to risk those getting taken away. Do you have to grab sort of the Mag hero now?
I feel you almost do, because as we said, right, we're struggling to think of heroes to pair with it, right?
Stealer.
Them, yeah.
Like I feel good playing Legion against Lifestealer. A droid plays Fan Lancer, not really a Mag hero for like per se.
Yeah,
No.
obviously
In that,
it
like,
benefits, but
Yeah, you
not
farm
crazy.
faster in jungle and stuff, and like that's never going to be a bad thing. But
Well, they're sticking with their Bloodseeker. Huh?
Once again, obviously, you know Legion's gonna duel someone, you get the free blood, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of a counter initiation at this point. It's nice. But the problem is, once Legion duels and Skyrath ults go down, I don't think they care about what happens afterwards.
10
I
seconds
always like to have
remaining.
2 targets on my Mag lineup, so
5 seconds remaining.
I think banning Ember Spirit may not be bad.
Radiant team
You have
banned.
Skyrath Mage, so you could probably deal with it, but I would probably still ban Ember.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ember's definitely one of the other Mag heroes. I feel like there's a lot of games where, at least more recently, because Ember's just been that hero that's good anyway.
Just go middle.
You know, you're gonna have a lot of Ember games. There's not a Mag, but Mag and Ember.
10 seconds
very strong.
remaining.
They banned the Abed and Voke.
5
Yeah,
seconds
don't want to
remaining.
deal with it.
Yeah.
I think you need a really strong laner, by the way, for a droid. Otherwise, just Bloodseeker.
Dire team banned.
So you need like an
Who do you
undying
pair?
sort of hero. But
I mean, can you not still go with like the Shadow Demons, so you have that sort of save against these like Skyrath Legion combos?
I don't think I don't think Shadow Demon beat LC Skyrath.
Okay. We could just as an LC Sky, you're going to be able to.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not going
10
to
seconds
putting yourself
remaining.
in positions where a disruption is going to save the target. You're
the
playing
save
around
will
with it.
definitely would be really good for the mid game and stuff. But my biggest concern is like the first like 10 minutes. 'Cause I think Bloodseeker cannot suffer a bad lane.
Radiant
I think he
team
just doesn't
banned.
recover well. He will recover better because he has a Magnus, but I still think that's a hero that inherently needs to play from. It needs to have a good.
It's gonna be tough, as you said now, versus the Legion Skyrath. What do you really pair with it? Because if you do an Undying, then you have an Undying Magnus possibly as your like support duo, which height.
10 seconds remaining.
I like Out
5 seconds remaining.
or no, Alex Man. I also like OD for Evil Genius.
Radiant
It's like
team
a
pick.
4th pick OD.
Well, they ban out the Pugness, so they might be thinking about it. They take the Ogre.
Oh yeah, I like
The
it even
Flies
more
hero.
now with an Ogre pickup. Yeah.
It's nice, right? As you talked about, when you pick this Magnus Bloodseeker first, you are kind of telegraphing what you have. You know they're not going to pick an OD probably, so you might just get it for free, one of your other picks. All right, so do you think you have to pick your 5 here? Lane Dominator, doesn't lose to
10
those. Is
seconds
there anyone
remaining.
besides Undying you
I
think
mean,
of?
is Cottle still off the menu, or?
5 seconds
I don't
remaining.
know.
Or
I
you
never
just feel
want to
like
say
if they
Coddle's
haven't picked
bad.
it, sure, but if they haven't
Yeah,
picked
yeah.
it by now,
Like,
it's
why
hard
didn't
to-
they?
yeah.
I think they might just pick it, but
Radiant
Tough.
team pick.
I will say I don't think Coddle beats Sky LC.
now they have the Shadow Demon you talked about. Probably doesn't.
So they've got that, but you said, Cap, you're still worried about making
Yeah.
this safe space for the Bloodseeker at the start.
I'm still worried about that, but this could be a 3 Magnus, and they could be picking like Marana or something here, and they might start off with the.
Which isn't a bad idea. As you said, you have to get Bloodseeker some sort of a start.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think at least until he gets like level 3, I think is like
5
where
seconds
Bloodright
remaining.
starts becoming a big problem in the lane. I think Nyx is mega dope here.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at all of these heroes, and
Yeah.
Spike Carapace is going to trip them all up, pretty much. Have spells throwing out that you're gonna get clipped by, and
It's just like Magnus is such a. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, as a core, you don't feel good about it.
but it's because
As a 4, it's not a playmaker.
was it last game EG banned out the Magnus in their first 3, right? Or was it no?
No,
Was it
no.
Droid who banned it? So EG have not really shown how much they respect. It's just been a Droid themselves being like, well, this hero's super strong. We got to ban it
We
first
love
phase, or what? This hero's super strong. We got to pick it first pick. Yeah, they obviously feel there's a lot of value in that hero. And there's the hero that you wanted to see with it.
Yeah.
You're the one that you said the strongest, but as you also said, Cap, you got the LC in this game, and you get a blade metal. This PA is still very vulnerable, right?
Yeah, and like she's good against Leshrac, but a Leshrac that's ahead, you can just as easily start losing towers and get blown up by all that magic damage. They're also very early saying that this is going to be Bloodseeker.
Dire team bad.
Yes. No, you are right. Yeah.
And-
So, yeah. Now. So.
And I mean, you know that's gonna be Leshrac middle, right? So
Yeah,
you're
I mean
kind
that's
of-
true. They knew
yeah.
that. So
Does PA do alright against a Leshmid?
I don't think
I
so.
feel like you're sort of only going to be really relying on the daggers to CS, right? Step up to a wave, and
That's
suddenly
the thing.
you're taking a lot of damage from that
I
Lesh.
think it's real bad.
But you're never until you hit 6 and get lucky with the crits. You're never going to be able to do more damage to than the Lesh that the Lesh is doing to you in that
Never.
matchup.
I think you gotta watch out because Abed he might just have a real easy game middle.
But again, as we saw, last game, Mac, he knew the matchups. He felt strong. He picked Slarky against the Ember, showed us how well he could play that matchup. You know, I can't imagine he's going to necessarily pick something unless he feels confident enough with the fact that he's like, well, I've got a mag, so it doesn't really matter if the lane goes too badly because I will still have a good game. I'm going to have that in power. I'm going to catch up. I'm not going to try and pick a hero to necessarily win the lane. 'Cause, hey, you know what? We did that last game and it didn't work out for us. We still lost. So we've got to sort of approach the game in a different manner and focus on other aspects of the game rather than just trying to sort of win that 1v1 when in reality Arbed last game was able to just out farm and catch back up.
And I would say I forgot it is EG, so this could just be a carry Leshrac, right? And Ortiz's
Yeah, that's
who
true.
still plays
Yeah.
it, so maybe they didn't know it was middle. My apologies. And I think a Centaur, one of the most standard offlaners that gives you a way to get in, way to get out, not a terrible laner. Cap as the offlane guy, how do you like it here?
Centaur was the only hero that came to mind. There are 3 positions left. Because I think you want something that is aggressive. On the Ignite, it's just kind of garbage here because of all the magic damage, so you're not going to feel good about that save hero. Oh, look, there's OD. Wow.
So it will be the Ortiz Leshrac, alright. And it's the OD you wanted. It sounds like
I don't know how this matchup goes, by the way. D versus Bloodseeker.
feel it's
Oh yeah.
Probably OD favor.
I want to say like there has to be tricks. Obviously, Bloodseeker can guarantee the like with his W some range last hits, but obviously OD could just banish it. I don't know if there is some crazy tactics like that, but we'll have to see.
And if you're EG, do you want to try and get sort of a tri lane going against the PA with this Lesh in, and sort of having the Ramses out to just farm solo against the bot Centaur, or would you sort of put Ramses still against the PA lane?
I think
Like, how do you want to play it?
I think you do 2-1-2 as EG. So you see, like if you do get tri-lane, you can swap over, but
Yeah.
it's a mad Shadow Demon PA tri-lane. You're not that. I guess you're scared of a put under plus a skewer back, which is tough. But what does a tri-lane really do to that, anyways? I guess.
Yeah, the opening that a droid has is that DA is you can disjoint the Q and stuff, right, with your blur action.
Yeah.
Can you do
The
that?
Q of who?
Right.
The what?
No, to dodge the Skywrath Mage Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got a little bit. Yeah.
So he's got that, but one advantage that he really has is that Sky has no armor, and so you could just go on this guy.
Yeah.
The downside of that is you're going on the 4 position, who just resets and comes back to lane with full mana and just starts queuing you again.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and I think there's also the downside of this is a team on EG where they've got a couple of saves right. OG can step across, put someone in a bubble if the PA is trying to commit on them. And also Ramses, he's going to be able to offer up a debuff and a heal to sort of get you away from the PA's advances. So they've got those ways to take them off the target. Sure, it's right, they've got the big lockdowns, you know, maybe some great setups into who stomps. RPs will be there to hold down these squishy heroes that will die quickly. You know, if this PA gets a great timing on a death, so BKB with that empower. Now you're right. There's a few of EG's heroes that she'll rip through, but you're going to see, as I say, these 2 saving spells. You'll see EG pick up the Yule Scepters and stuff. They're going to make life very hard for the PA to get those quick kills mid-game, even if she gets a good Deso timing.
What did he ban over OD? You guys remember?
I do. Give me a... I actually do. Give me let the brain. The hamsters are running the wheels up.
Wait,
there.
hang on. Open up the Twitch stream. We're on a delay.
Yeah,
Let's quick before the draft disappears.
God, I can't type right now.
Well, chat will be spamming anyway. Chat, do not spam the wrong hero.
God, there's an ad.
What is this advertising? Oh.
My gratitude.
God damn it, beat.
How do I not know?
Company.
I should know this.
What was? We're gonna find out very soon.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, 10 seconds left.
Until then, this Leshrac, he's playing in the bottom lane. Obviously, the safe lane, the Leshrac paired up
Somebody
with
said
Ogre.
you can't disjoint.
I mean, Owen's obviously the safe lane player, so I digress and give all my...
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna test that in the lobby then.
Chat. Nobody's saying
Nobody's
it.
saying. Literally, chat. Come on. They don't even know. They don't even know. They weren't even watching. Chat.
A little bit of script. You got to watch out for that skewer, obviously. You don't want to get put up on that hill. He'll just push one. I like it. And that'll be a 2 for 2.
TA. Somebody said TA.
Yeah, that was correct.
One person. Do we believe?
No, it was correct.
There's Pugna.
No. Pugna was banned in the second phase by the
I
other
remember that
team.
for sure.
All right. So
Yeah.
the Droid TV was just wrong.
No,
Come
TA
on.
is correct, 100%. I remember. There's gonna be a stun
Yeah,
coming
they
out.
banned Pugna because it made the OD better.
Yeah, we talked about
And they
that.
picked left track. And they still picked up. Like, I
They're
don't
not
know,
paying
man.
close enough attention.
I can't believe they give them
Yeah.
OD.
Well, let's see. You know, they obviously put a lot of. They have a lot of belief in their mag lineups. And you know, hey, who's to say if the game goes on like last game and they do get the space for this PA to just free farm with the empower, we should become this unkillable beast that can dish out a 2,000 damage crit.
Bye.
So, why is Boombox playing Mag in the PA lane? I thought they were gonna make Centaur solo at first.
Yeah, same. Instead, they just feed first. But he might die too. He's getting right click down, fly, right click after click. There's a lightning. There's a kill. And oh god, the crumble.
This ain't a great start.
Meanwhile, you know what Boomy has done so far in this lane?
What's that?
He's fake skewered like 20 times. Because all he can do is skewer crit into the tower. That is
That
like
is your play. Yeah.
That is the upside of this lane. The downside is you do literally nothing.
Sounds like a pretty big downside, Cap.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Another bottom lane.
Is he getting out of this stuff?
Don't get him again. They're going
Oh,
to.
no,
Dude, our
tree.
TT might die here.
Or this is
Get the
pretty
fist
good.
stack.
Oh, you got
The
it.
fist stack.
It's still not enough, I don't believe.
No, but it's low enough to force him back.
And maybe got enough stacks on flies. A little low. Top lane, Boomy.
That's a solo kill.
Yeah,
by the
Crit
way.
was just sort of chasing him down.
He just
throwing
popped
out-
double mill talisman
Oh.
base, by the way, so he's gonna come back.
And he didn't even take damage from the mag, because mag is Magnus.
And Ramses
Yeah,
is.
okay.
He doesn't do damage to you as a hero. I was like, oh, he's not gonna wait the time. Oh, mag probably just never right-clicked him. I mean, we're laughing, but I mean, the mag, we talked about it. Mag's not a laner. That's real bad. Sure, you have empower, you can fall back to the jungle, but you got to get levels, and right now they're getting
And you've
fully
got to have
blue lanes.
jungle to fall back to. You know, if EG sort of crushes it from the start, you're not going to have that space to get out and farm.
Yeah.
Oh, he got the skewer!
That's what he's been looking for.
Is it enough? He's saying, wait.
Oh, it's enough.
It's enough.
There we go. That's what it's about. Boomy. The
Gotta
plan
do it.
all along.
The 1% play.
And it works. If you
Again, the downside is
you're a mag.
well, you're a mag. Also, Skywrath is just gonna come back with full health.
Full mana, full health. Yeah, these
He does do. He has to do the walk of shame though.
TP.
So that's
Oh, he got lead in the top. He skirted back in. Ramsey's dead.
Hey,
Holy shit.
Boomy.
Boomy's a genius.
Yep, not a good laner. Who said that?
That
Not
was
me,
Who
not
said
me.
that?
I'll be honest. I'm still old to it.
I'll be honest, it was Cap.
Dude, Mag is a bad laner, but Boomy is a good laner, so Boomy's a god.
If he does it again,
Then it's
he's a couple of seconds. Skew's gonna be there. Oh, he lost his carry though. He lost his carry, but he got Ramsey. Oh,
there's creeps under the tower as well. now,
Ramsey's
too.
just gonna turn and just start trading hits.
And like Ramses did go for the Orb of Venom. We see, I'd say like 50% of LCs you're against two melee heroes. Why not?
Invisibility.
But
What about middle lane? We didn't talk too much about 18-11 now on Abed going up against his Bloodseekers.
oh, look at Mag. Did you see that glyph? He popped glyph to make it so the imprisonment doesn't kill the 2 CS that Abed walked away from.
Nice play, but then he gets a haster and he flips the creeps back himself. And gets silent.
I think they're right. You know, this lane, it's just incredibly hard lane to polarize.
It is. I
And
think
he's
doing very well.
getting a lot of CS out of it. You know, anytime you're a melee hero against an OT, you're going to have a bad time in lane. But Mac, he's certainly making the best of it. He's doing a fantastic job in that 1v1.
It's easy. He just moves the stun right there. They should get fly, and now their stun's gonna fly. There's poison. Is it enough to kill? It is not. Has a health potion. Oh,
Don't anymore. That health potion is gone.
it's a nice play. And that just means the Bloodseeker is gonna be super strong now until that Ogre heals. So I guess not. They're fully level 1 thirst. Not 2 thirst. Oh, bounty runes. That's gonna be 4 for bounty runes for Android.
Now, Sumi is going to need a bit of help here. We'll turn with the dagger towards Crit. Going to float up by Ramses. Jumps back in. Oh! They'll lose the PA, but Boomy will find the trade.
Yep, look at the solo kill. It's like, sweet. I'll take this. And the skewer in the tower. There's no way this
No,
is
there's
kill.
no
He
way.
has level 2 press. He could actually. I thought he was going to die for the kill.
Yeah.
He might have been able to.
Yeah, he had, well, the nuke was still on cooldown for a couple of seconds when. But yeah, if that nuke was there, man, would have been very, very dead.
And a pretty fast-paced game. 9 kills in 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm very impressed with how Mac's doing. I think what you said at the start that you heard is absolutely right. You know, Mac against Arbed, he's been playing the matchups very well, and especially in this game, in a situation where this is not an easy matchup to play, but Max, he's cruising. He's sure he's not winning it, but as a Bloodseeker against an OD, I think he's very happy. 32-12.
There's going to be a dire scans the Ogre. He's only level 2, but the Centaur too scared. Wants to go to that shrine, but dang, he's going the real long way around.
Look at that big stack.
Whoa, it's
Dire's middle
juicy.
tower is under attack.
I got some mag stacks going on here. But the danger is that EG does have heroes that can invade. It's like very few cores that can do it effectively. Gyro's one, Lashrak so good at taking attacks away. Oh, Mag is just gonna get dumpstered.
Now I'm gonna have the team for Boomy. Oh, he's looking for his patented skewers into towers. Gonna go for it. Fly as a bit of a tanky boy. I think CML, I can try a bit of a go here. Disruption set up. Boomy can't really get in position to grab backwards though, and they'll let the Ogre walk. Your top lane Ramsey still continue to get uncontested farm. Natsumi struggling a little bit, but the same to be said on the other side of the map. It's both Natsumi and Artesia on about similar CS at the moment. Those safe lanes.
Close to 6, can jungle a little bit quicker with that. Obviously, the PA with the stacks, the best thing is you're like, oh, there's no way anyone can take those ancients. You pop blur, they can't attack you, you can attack them. Pretty easy way of taking stacks. Will level his arm power? That's the question. Level 2. Need more cleave. OT going treads plus triple null here. Gonna go Veil next. Pretty standard. Bottom lane, we're gonna see if Centaur will get this up. Is this kill on RTZ? It should be. It is. Nice job there, seeing that the supports are gone. Fly's getting chased down right now by the PA. They're trying to invade. There's a rupture. Fly's just dead here, I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Crit and Odd are here, but you ain't getting a save, yeah.
Dude, look at Bocarino min-maxing this kill on Arteezy because he's got the tower up.
Now he's dead. Oh.
He really wanted to protect the siege wagon, and sometimes I totally get that.
Yeah,
you get this idea into your head, like it's so important to protect the siege wagon in an undefended push like that you just like min-max it too far and you end up alive.
And that's a pretty tough kill because you just gave 261 plus a lot of experience. Skyres will be level 5 now. And it's 1,000 gold lead. You said it. Ramsey free farming. Where does he fight? There's gonna be Boomy going down, and this is the thing. EG farming all 3 lanes, and currently it's just PA farming the jungle and the other.
But it's a very stacked jungle. It's a lot of potential gold that Natsumi's getting to pick up here. He's going to look for another stack on the Ancients.
Watch out for the double prowlers. Oh.
Does he get that stack? He
Let's
should.
see. He got the sack and he got the other camp.
Yeah, that is so much money here.
It is.
And with Blur back up, he can farm this. Relatively safe. He just needs to be careful of maybe EG wandering over there. We saw obviously trying to get in and sort of keep an eye on the situation.
He started at 770 gold before this.
Dude,
so
I want some
we'll see where he
straight up math save right when we see the final number.
ends. Okay. We can wait.
I want the exact
Let's say
increase.
800 gold just for tick.
Oh. Uh-oh. Look at the HP regen.
No! He's so close to killing them, but those little purple prowlers.
Dude, look how much HP regen they have. They have 40.5 a second on those
You
neutrals.
gotta kill the little ones.
Yeah. He actually can't anymore with Blur on
No,
cooldown.
they're back up to full HP.
I actually didn't know that all the
HP
prowlers
regen,
stack.
Yeah, it's real good if you can.
You have to take out the small ones first.
Also, did you guys know that there's a debuff placed on them when they get stacked?
I did not, but I'm
did not know.
gonna do it later. This might just be a kill on center. No, they get the same, so he won't get the damage. Probably still gonna go down, but they'll just right hook him in now. Uh-oh. CML getting run down by his Orb of Venom Legion commander.
I think that those ancient prowlers, they were the end of it for him. They can't kill those ancients, and now he's just gonna walk in. They can kill these ancients. So they'll take away an extra bit of gold that was sitting there for a droid and increase this lead already. 10 minutes in, it's going to be reaching towards the 5k lead for EG. All 3 cores at the top of the board.
Yep, and Ramses, he stole a lot of those. He is currently top of the net. I mean, when you see the top net worth, all 3 being the same team's cores, that you know it's a little bit rough.
Especially this early as well. 10 minutes in, the game is still young.
It is, it is. They need this, and the problem is, it feels like, I mean, CML is obviously the captain. It feels like he's putting a lot on himself, right? As a Shadow Demon 5, until the Centaur gets like a blink and he goes it, he's gonna be over the Playmaker. That's never good if you're the 5 position Shadow Demon.
Yeah, that's Maglines.
Yeah, it is, exactly.
They just don't do anything at this point in the game because everyone just wants to hit neutral creeps with their Empower. It's what literally every USC's club looks like, except for there's no Empower in those games. It's 2 cores farming up jungle non-stop while a 3rd core tries to collect the waves, and that is going to be Bocarino maybe giving away duel.
And he has a full blade mill already on Legion plus 500 boosts, so he's got the ability to set PA. They're going to push a tower. And so when do you think this like Empower lineup comes online? The Bloodseeker going BKB.
It's like 25 minutes.
The PA getting a little closer to death, so has one of the mithril hammers.
I mean, it's all. I always like to think, you know, with a PA, it doesn't matter if you're behind. If you get that death zone and you jump on the quick, you probably need at least 2 or 3 I'd say. And then someone will die. Somebody will die. So they get fly out of position. Stampede's going to be used to try and catch down another. Won't quite be able to get on top of Crit as the rest of the will back away. If you get that death zone timing, and you can find yourself in a situation where you can sort of get on top of one of EG's members without the backup being. The problem is we've seen in sort of this game and last game, EG has been incredibly good at playing as a team. You sort of look from 15 minutes onwards in that last game, they were never in a situation where someone was getting left behind, unless it was sort of like the fight. Fly was there. It was a death that they could happily allow and keep the game plan on a straight path. But for the most part, they don't leave cores going out alone from a certain point. When they realize they're ahead, they know how to make sure that they don't lose that advantage.
To counter that point, though, I would say that PA needs RNG to be able to one-shot people.
Yeah, sure.
OD, meanwhile, does not need RNG to one-shot PA. If you look at PA's intelligence, it's very low. She has very low...
How much in are we talking?
She has very low mana cost spells for a good reason. Her intel gain is terrible.
1.4 level. She's currently only at 37.
So how much damage was a Sanity's do, Grant?
Right now, let me do the math.
He's already got over 100 intelligence.
I would say well over 1,000 damage going. And that could just be a straight up lie. Who truly knows?
With a few hits with the Arcane Orb, yeah, I'll give you 1,000. Now, with the Veil. He's got the Veil. Yeah, okay. 1,000 damage, I can see.
But the PA is about to die. Maybe not. Nice fling straight away, but not nice enough. Now they're just going to chase down this Centaur as well. Gets the stun, but attack is pressed. There's going to be another duel where Rupture goes up. They all get out to silence except for Ramses. And well, they're stuck in their base now at 14 minutes in. And that's the thing, right? You have this OD securing late game. You have a left track and a Ramses on this Legion if you just push towers. I don't know where you make this place, because you're going to have an empowered PA and Bloodseeker, but they can't really lose their base.
Do you think a droid would be in a better position right now if they first pick Cole?
Well, Owen, that's a pretty loaded question. A lot of ifs and buts, a lot of cherries and nuts, as Christmas says. But yeah,
That's Christmas.
that's my old Christmas says.
Didn't we look up this saying last
did.
time you tried to say it?
I mean, I'm not saying the saying. I'm just letting you know who says it.
Christmas.
Father
Christmas said it.
Oh, by the way, can they get him? They're gonna get credit. Nice crits there. And he's getting close to death, so but guess who's moving forward? It's through the boot to trap left track. They do get out of there. Nice use of the ulti from Centaur. Oh yeah, Christmas is starting. I went to the store today. There's already the Christmas section up.
Oh no.
Get me out, man.
I love it. You guys
What?
don't, but what? How do you not? Dude, the best part was when I worked at Walmart was I got to control the boombox in the garden center because I was at.
Did you?
And all I put on was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra 24/7. Their
Nice.
Christmas music, and
Okay,
I
that's
loved
good.
it.
That's good stuff.
It was the same 7 songs, but I loved it.
Did you work the garden a lot?
Yeah, for 2 years straight.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was an outdoor garden man myself at Lowe's.
Yeah, no, we talked about this. I think you did know, you just forgot.
Yeah, I
maybe
forgot.
or something, like whatever.
Are you like an expert in sort of gardening, fair and stuff?
Yeah, do you need help with your tulip?
What do I do to it too then?
You want to trim it around the edge, obviously about a ½ centimeter around. I'm making this up, but it sounds good.
I don't know any flower that you trim around half a... What flower are you trimming the edges off of?
My tulip.
Well, you know.
You do cut the tulips, though. It sounds right.
Yeah, thank you.
Trips need to
No.
be trimmed.
No. That's not, no.
Oh, Abed just got a tower. He is very rich right now. This
Incredibly
this
strong.
OD feels like, as you said, he can pretty much one-shot either of the cores at this point. Probably can with a couple of hits.
Also, so it's not trim the tulips. It's tiptoe through the tulips.
Tiptoe.
Yeah, that's a saying.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure what it means, but it means LLC's gonna be stuck underneath tier 3.
Look at the skill back. Max put himself in a bit of a dangerous place, but Ramsey's down a big kill as a Legion that was very, very farm. And he's now gone now putting an end to the first
Artillery, yeah.
as well.
Alright, just watch out.
Can they get more from this?
They're
They've got
gonna
TPs
try.
coming in. They're going to try and catch up Abed.
They have a force out. Oh, he didn't get over the cliff.
He's landed it.
Oh, green up. That wasn't the stall.
Oh, and that's the sound that he's dropped. And now boom. And that's
And the misses. One,
Now
though.
get yourself back in there.
He might.
He wants. And that was his defense without the Desolated Dust. If the Deso
I don't think
was
he's
done-
going Deso.
Oh, is he just going to be dead?
He's going to be
Okay.
dead.
The surprisingly. They're going to try to dive. Will he get shouting before he gets uphill? Maybe. Nope, OD's silent. All his damage. Pretty much neutered. Wow. A very, very good fight there from a droid.
That's a hold and a half.
Yeah, they get the Ramses, who's very, very farmed. They get Arteezy, who's just kind of ruptured as a Leshrae with boots to travel first. Well, where do you run after that? Nowhere.
I think Natsumi's choice to the BKB is like really smart. They were getting run over by this EG lineup. They couldn't really fight back until, you know, Ramses make that questionable duel play.
So what do you do with this B? Do you just go in then? Because it feels like last fight you just throwing staggers in. Pretty good.
I think it's a
He's just looking for the again. There's a short back. Ramses is separated from the team. Will drop a jewel, but he's going to end up giving away jewel damage. A defensive destruction there for Sid Mount that can turn them off. Demonic Perk down in the storm, full on board. He's got the control. Safe will be there from Arben, keeping Arteezy alive. But Bonnie lost to EG. Arben, he's trying to step in for the kill. Arteezy, BKB up now. Sumi's fading onto the left side. Arteezy's dead. The three gone, but Arben and Fly, they are starting to clean up. BKB wearing off on Natsumi. Arben is free to go to work. Booming him away. Separated, but Fly has the stun. Blows up the PA. Arben will clean up Boomy as well. As it looked like a drop there, we're going to get a bit of a chance with that BKB on the PA, but they just couldn't kill enough heroes quick enough, right? Arben just gets left, ignored the whole fight as they try and focus down the easier kills. BKB ends and free cleanup for the OD.
I think this is what we kind of, I assume, what EG wanted after this Ki, right? With this, like, draft, like, anyone can carry the game. We saw Ramses was carrying an early game. He's now having a rough game, but look at Arben. As you said, not one person attacked him once. He was at 48 intelligence, still is. Didn't even have ult. He just teed up on him because they were so focused on Arteezy and Ramses.
Can they catch him now? I mean, he was shown in that lane, sticking around a little long, but it's hard. He's already
a huge kill.
Yeah, got himself far enough away with that Hurricane Pike push. Second BKB is now out and done, so at least for Mac, he can now join the front lines and feel a whole lot less vulnerable against this heavy magic damage of EG. But again, it's how much they can get done during those BKB durations with the PA and the Bloodseeker. As soon as those end, if they haven't won the fight in that sort of 10 and obviously diminishing time scale seconds, and it's going to turn south quick.
Scary part for a droid is the fact that they are building into really early game, right? Double early BKBs, and they're not winning fights against EG. Meanwhile, EG, they haven't built themselves a single BKB yet. They've gone all very, like, a little bit greedy items. They've gone for a bit of luxury. You know, we're going to see Abed go for Shivas, go for it. He goes for BKB, feels that's a requirement. We have a Hand of Midas on Fly. He was able to pick that up. These guys are not going to fall off anytime soon. Meanwhile, a droid's BKB's durations are just going to get lower and lower as time goes on. So I need a droid to make like a convincing team fight win in this next one. I need them to actually take some map control for themselves because they are running out of neutrals to farm with this Empower lineup.
And this is their second smoke in about a minute here. They didn't get anything out of that last one. They did it to try to get the 20-minute runes, but there's a Scipia in the Centaur now. Hope something happens.
It is scary though because Sanity's Eclipse is back online. If there's another fight where Arbeg gets ignored, he's going to be able to turn and blow them up after the BKB finish.
Yeah, level 4 bloodlusted OD. Have fun.
How is that a talent? Hey, by the way, this is completely imbalanced level 10 Skywrath Mage. You have 20 movement speed.
Hell yeah.
30% experience gain. How is the experience gain number bigger than the movement speed number? What? That's not okay.
Cap, I agree. You know, I'll be a little more
Batman is ever going 20 movement speed.
Some guy who wants to fly. Oh, he is using the Crimson Wings, by the way, the red one.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's another expensive.
it was a gift. Nah, he doesn't get the...
Who gave it to him?
I'm not sure.
It doesn't say.
It does, but I have no clue.
Who is how do you pronounce that?
3420. I have no clue.
GG.
That is not a name.
Those are cool because they throw out the red bolts as well. Oh, Natsumi, he is getting close now to the Deso. So BKB Deso is going to be up at about 23 minutes. Level 16 as well. pretty much this next fight that you take, if your PA does die, you might just be done. It's very similar to the last game.
Desso's nearly there. 100 gold. So BKB plus in power.
Ooh, they're looking for this mag. No man will get away. Has the full Vlad's blink actually on this Magnus.
I mean, we saw last fight, he was able to hit a nice RP. Unfortunately, they didn't have Fox sort of in the position to the follow-up Poo Stomp. But there's that potential. VG push up and get caught out by a great RP skew onto the high ground. They will have the damage to kill these heroes very easily during the RP duration. Or at least one of them. But there's going to be some saves. But if they get even the OD or the LC, suddenly one of those big saves is taken away from VG's toolset. And you are going to see the PA get the kills.
EG, they're just fine farming this jungle. Meanwhile, they're kind of stuck to their own triangle in like this middle base area-ish. They don't really want to push out of their own jungle because neither team has wards up there. They want to do Roche. Obviously, a droid. They take Roche very quick with the Deso PA. EG, not the quickest.
Okay, the smoke needs to succeed for a droid, and I think that's running down river with the smoke is never a good idea. Don't play the low ground with your smoke.
Oh, there we go. Set up strings. The blood right will put the blade mail, gets himself away though. Ramses will not die.
Dude, he's so fast.
Yeah, what the hell?
That's bloodlust, man.
Speed by 14% with the phase boots and the casual wind lace. We've seen more and more people go for they are going to Roche. You can get with the PA something. Guess what? Keezy won't fight immediately. Back open out. Keezy back to the shrine. And we might have a fight going fly. Will he go in tank style?
It's all about when Android uses the BKB. They need to help the BKB's out. They cannot kill the BKB. They jump across over. They found fly as well. 2 heroes down already. Now Arbed's going to be the focus back. Trying to go when he got the BKB, but he has no damage. Arbed taking nothing out of the odds. Build up a play man. Now he can turn Saturday. He's dropped down as well as the odds. They'll nuke out Bloodseeker and force them away from the pit.
Are they just going to get
They
this?
still have the RP. They can get in there somehow, but they're not going to be able to find the timing. EG will be able to walk forward, claim the Roche for themselves. Again, a droid trying to their best to fight with the BKBs. They do get 2 kills, but a buyback from Rams and still losing the Roshan. And of course, each and every time those BKBs getting shorter in duration, the game gets harder for a droid.
Looked like it was another fight. Like the last 2 or 3 fights have looked so good for a droid, but they're only like trading 2 for 1. And it's not even the heroes they need again, as we see Abed just teeing off over and over again.
Yeah.
He's doing whatever he wants.
Part of the reason Ramsey plays so aggressively is that he needs to force out the BKBs and direct their attention away from Abed and Arteezy. Abed and Arteezy just have to wait. They have to just kite the BKBs or just wait them out before they can even show. But once they do show, they're going to make a big splash. I mean, Abed has like over 100 intelligence over this PA.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's going to nuke him really hard. That damage multiplier has now gone up to 11.5.
Oh boy. We saw that as well, but you know, Mac, he's like, hey, I'm in power. Maybe we can do some damage to this OD, but no, because Abed's so farmed, with the Chiva's Gun in the Veil, he has 36 armor. Like, the physical damage is not really doing a whole lot to him. Even the PA's on him for crits, he's going to need a lot of them to kill this OD right now. He's incredibly tanky, Arbed.
You're talking about like a 1,200, 1,300 damage nuke on this PA. Bloodseeker is not that much better, right? He also does not have amazing intelligence. 1.7 level.
Possible fight. They look for this Magnus early. Will get safe for now. They pop the pipe.
Fox trying to jump in on this. Ramses going to go to catch out the PA. Astral will be used to make sure that Ramses doesn't lose another duel. Nazumi did get the BKB behind time, but now they'll turn. The crits out. They get the turn. They take the Aegis out of Arteezy. Buyback comes out from Fox as he wants to try and keep this fight going in a droid's favor, but EG, they're the ones to chase on forward. CML caught in the trees. A TP attempted by Natsumi, but they'll find him. The one on the cliff still able to jump across towards Mac, trying his best to use the blur to get away, but he has no BKB to rely on now. Natsumi will fall. Double kill Arteezy. In a try, they keep trying to take these fights the time around. The policy this was there. Boomy does get the grab. Nice. He's under the towers. They grabbed it back. He's dead and gone. Now Arbed, he tries to step forward. to save him. He's going to turn center there with the destruction bomb, trying to get a position.
Abed's got it.
Never up the drop. Takes them all out of the game. Triple kill for Abed. Boomy's trying to go at it, but Abed, he just has so much in.
Give him the MP!
He's not going to get it, but it cleans up for nonetheless. The buybacks are coming out, but there's 3 heroes dead without buyback on a droid. As Abed, he's just unkillable, and he's making this OD game look very, very easy. 9-0-8. He's had no problems at all.
I love it, as you said. It's funny, right? Because on VP it felt Ramsey's kind of greedy. This game, he's literally just giving up his life for the BKB charge you said. He's going in.
That was, whoa! Okay, there's no goal. It's a BKB blood seeker.
Oh, the Rocker, but force that killed him.
Alright, he's going to get fly as well by the looks of it. Underneath the towers as well. He's going to get the kill up.
Chase him down, chase him down.
A dieback from Arteezy.
Okay, there's still a little bit of hope here for a droid.
Dude, Boomy's actually playing so well now. We were kind of meeting for like the first minute, and he's just like, he's actually just keeping him in this game single-handedly.
He's had so many fight-winning skewers. Oh. It still hasn't picked enough.
There's still that hope, I think, for a droid. They may be 18k down, but we've seen the RPs and a good bit of smacking from this Bloodseeker and the PA. These heroes do still die. The OD, of course, still the big problem. They're lucky that they were able to get Abed there in that situation. I guess he didn't quite expect that jump from Boomy, so he's being a little overconfident, standing on the high ground with himself being as low as it was.
I want to go back to Ramsey's play. Think about like the tree that happens there. If he starts the fight on PA, win or lose, it's great, right? You either catch him before he BKBs, he's going to get blown up by Sareth, Mage, and Lesha. Or he has to pop BKB on the duel, in which case he's wasting most of his duel time during that. He may still crit himself on the blade mail, which you're not going to kill the PA off, but you're at least going to do some damage. And that just leads free fights for Abed and Arteezy to play around.
Yeah, last time the OD just put the LC under immediately. Like the BKB duel just put him under, like, well, guess what? You're standing there BKB, no cares.
So the worst possible thing is that could happen is you force a BKB usage and waste almost all of its time. Once it gets down to 5 seconds, that's pretty much the whole BKB. The best thing, you're saved by, you instantly kill a PA because you catch him before he BKBs, or you're saved by your OD, in which case you just wasted a BKB for free. There's like only winning with this. Even though it looks a little silly and Ramsey's like gets blown up and like, you know, Ramsey understands that, like, this is not his game to shine. Yep. He's literally just him forcing fights for the good of his team.
We'll have a Heaven Halberd very shortly. The rest of Dire, they're all kind of just 5 sticking around the PA, BKB, Desolator, and going for an Eye of Scott. Are you surprised? More survivability than that glass cannon PA?
Gives him that, right?
True. Yeah. I guess you need
gives him a little bit of in.
Yeah. It feels like you almost just said, I don't know.
I mean, like the Scotty slow it's going to help against sort of, you know, those hits coming out.
Yeah.
Get that attack speed slow down.
I remember when Scotty was just playing by everyone. It was what, who like Hani was the only one picking it up, but now Scotty's picked up on every single parry hero. Rupture. He's gone. See you later, says Crit. Blink. Rod of Ato's brown. Now we're watching Lesha for the BKB has it about 1,500.
All right, they've got Scythe. OD is resting at 200 mana. And his Sanity Eclipse is 14 times with the intelligence. Can you also over it? Yeah.
Uh-oh. There's gonna be, the put under only steals 1 amount. Damn. Oh. I guess you almost have to, right? At this point, I don't know.
Well, how low is the BKB duration anyway?
I think it's that was 7 or 6. That was 7, so it's 6. You're just nervous, right? I think he knows he doesn't have buyback, so if he does get caught, they just lose a full nother set of racks. They're holding though. It is a 20,000 gold lead for EG right now. Smoked up again.
But they're still holding on a draw.
They are.
20k down, and they've still been able to pull off some defenses. Yeah.
Scotty's all around.
Yeah.
Bloodseeker has one too.
I think you're right. They just cancel out some of the intelligence he has.
You know, the big factor is just to still look towards Boomster to get the big old pieces and play with the skewers as he has been doing so. Again, still very impressively so in that last hold on the mid lane, and 3 of his teammates were down. Boom didn't care. He was in.
Whoa, whoa. Arteezy just runs into a center. Is this going to be 3? He's going to time this done, and that's a duel, and that's going to be a 1 duel. Ramsey
doesn't have buyback either.
Service to him.
What was he doing in the jungle?
He was kind of just hiding. I'm not really sure. There's going to be Nikos going out as well. Will they find the TA? Oh,
He didn't get a chance to pop a single spell off.
Oh dear.
CML will have some save there for Natsumi with the disruption. Natsumi trying to pop the BKB to get himself back to the high ground. It's easy. He's trying to think to pop now. He knows that disruption's being used. BKB's been popped as well, so PA cannot help out Shadow Demon. Seeing opening there, Artur, and making to make the most of it. Waves pushing in. As EG back on to claim more at the base of a droid. 20 seconds before Max back. They can hope for some sort of RP hold. Until that point, they'll just have to watch their base fall.
To be expected, you lose one fight when you're 20 behind, doesn't matter the heroes. If it's an OD Skyra, they will just take the building.
When the crit didn't go the global concussive shot,
I saw it.
he went the 8% magic resistance seal, which means it now does 60% increased magic damage. Which, again, when you have an OD who's capable of doing like 1,500 damage or something like that to some of these heroes.
Well, especially now that the OD's got the Hex, and now that also you know the BKBs are getting low. It's a game where BKBs are picked up early, so the chances that Crit is going to find himself in fights where he's getting the Ancient Seal out, there's no BKB, it's increasing. So he's got a lot of value out of that skin.
I do disagree with Scotty. I don't think you're going to get one shot.
On both of the heroes?
It doesn't matter. I mean, Bloodseeker can go for it, whatever. But they needed that.
You needed a way to burst.
Yeah.
At least they're trying. Rupture's down on top of them. Target to go for. They're going to go in there straight away. Max going to be hexed up, but the BKB down. Now Subi's on top of Arben. Arben is dead. Instant buyback from the OD as Arben wants to get back in and punish a droid while these BKBs are not available. The duels there for Ramsey. He's locked him down. The PA is on the Sanity's out of the game. Now Sumi goes dead for 75. No buyback available on the PA and the ED. They just look for the cleanup. Max will pop his BKB. He's trying to get at least Artesia. Will find the leash. The buyback is there. Luxury that this Bloodseeker will not have himself dead for a couple of minutes. EG's got everyone back in the game with those buybacks. They can now look to push on and try and go. Well, I just said that, but he just got the buyback back available again. So he's still in, and they didn't use RP, so if they can hold for 30 seconds, they will have a jump play from Booming. But in that 30 seconds, they'll lose a third set of racks, maybe even more. An attempt from Bot to slow things down a little bit, but he'll fall. And EG can look to continue to clean up this game too, as it looks to be.
And you got 25 last track with the edict, pal. Your buildings are officially melted.
The attack speed down as well on the Ogre. But it's attacking so fast. It takes that intelligence.
Here we go. We can RP the skew all of 5.
And the creeps that are hitting the base. And he goes out and what a gate. It's not over yet. And now.
I mean, it was that was a bit of a beating by EG there. The whole
Radiant team